ago, on a sunny afternoon, a little girl gazed at her grandfather planting mango saplings. Nanu, why are you planting them? As the seeds would bear fruits after many years. My dear, the seeds which I sowed today will bear fruits tomorrow for you. Youth leader of the day, fellow youth leaders and distinguished guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
We all have been touched by someone in our lives, haven't we?
Yes.
The footprints in my heart are carved by my grandfather. Simple, striking, self-made. My Nanu, as I call him, was born in a poor family and was the eldest amongst his 9 siblings. A robust moustache, a silver hair, and a golden heart defined his majestic personality. Lovingly called Rao Sahib, was not just a professor who was ardently loved by his students, but also a businessman who was envied even by his rivals. My Nanu never scolded anyone. He always had a smile on his face. Some people even jested that he smiled so much because he couldn't hear a word of what was being said. But believe me, he had a fine ear for everything around him. My embodiment of altruism, wisdom, and humility helped each and everyone who came in his way. Vikram uncle, a close friend of my Nanu, had 3 children, who were all hearing and speech impaired. My Nanu took a keen interest in educating his eldest son Praveen. For this, my Nanu learned sign language himself and taught Praveen innumerable skills and lessons for several years. He transformed a simple, slender boy with disabilities to a confident owner of an advertising brand. Can we sow the seeds, fruits of which we may never eat? Dear youth leaders, today, after 20 years, Nanu is no more. But that well-settled Praveen never fails to visit us and pay a tribute to my Nanu. Even as a little girl, I saw my Nanu helping and serving people, and sometimes even getting hurt in this process. But nothing stopped my Nanu from sowing the seeds, tending the saplings, and letting the flowers of his benevolence blossom. That afternoon, when I saw my grandfather planting mango saplings, I never knew what he meant. But after a decade, when I visited his house, I saw the tree giving shade to the needy, joy to the onlookers, and sweet fruits to us. Dear youth leaders, a few years ago, it was the first evening, and my Nanu didn't play with me. I couldn't realize why couldn't he play with me. I knew he was sick, but I didn't know how much sick he was. Not to play with me. My Nanu had been suffering from a chronic illness from several years. The majestic, magnificent, and magical man who cared for the entire town never cared for himself. One day, my mom told me, Shreya, Nanu has gone somewhere. I thought he might have gone for a business trip or to a nearby town to teach. But it was only when I grew up, I realized that he had left me and gone forever, leaving the saplings he planted. My Nanu had taught me how beautiful the stars were. I can see and feel him always shining and twinkling, whispering to me, Shreya, the seeds which you plant today will bear fruits tomorrow. Dear youth leaders, we all want iPhones and laptops on our birthday, don't we?
Yes. Yes.
We all want higher grades in our exams, don't we?
Yes.
We all want that precious trophy in the speech contest, don't we?
Yes.
But do we dare to look beyond ourselves? Can we gift clothes and books to an orphan on our birthday? Can we help a weaker classmate in our class in maths? Can we help a youth leader to practice his or her speech? Dear youth leaders, it is very easy to think for yourself, but it takes immense greatness to think for others. It is very easy to invest in what benefits us, but it takes deep love to invest for others. Youth leaders, there is a Nanu in each one of us, waiting and wanting to plant the saplings of love. Let us allow the beacon of brightness, the lighthouse of love to shine. Let us allow the seeds to sprout. Yes, we can. Can we?